This will be lesson 7, and we're going to try to set up scenes, plans, sections, and elevations. Okay, let's get organized about that. We have the makings of the model. We can refine this, but at this point, let's do some organizational work. We don't need the sliver anymore, so let's keep it somewhere. Orientation sliver. That'll have some meaning for anybody who watched this. And let's group, make that a group, and stick it on orientation sliver and turn off the visibility of that layer. So I'm going to start cutting sections. First floor plan and basement plan. Well, let's turn on the basement walls. So that's our model. It's in its entirety. Section, tools, section plane. So I place it on the ground, and the top half of the model disappears naturally because we put a section on the ground. Let's raise the cutting plane to 48 inches. And I'm going to call that first floor plan. And save that as a scene. Now I haven't turned off visibility, the 3D, the isometric view, but for now we're simply going to save it as a new style. Rename first floor plan. I don't know what happened. Oh. Rename. First floor. If I take this cutting plane, duplicate it, make a copy of it, tap the control key, 11/8 in the Z direction, downwards that is, and make that the active plane, that becomes the basement plane. Active cut. Save that scene. Floor plan, basement. See these similar names. First floor plan, whatever. Let's cut a cross section and a long section. Now, we need to go back to it's a little confusing with all these. Go model isometric. Remember, we're orthogonal to that view, so tools, section plane. We're going to do it on the red axis and move through. Normally, you want to explain vertical circulation. I'm going to include that opening. Right? I may want the reverse view, but that'll do for a long section. Clear scene. Section long to do. The reverse of that might actually be better. Can I reverse it? Do you see how the reverse actually explains the opening from floor to floor. We're missing the columns, but that's okay. I do want to cut through that stair if it turns out to be the stair that I haven't modeled yet. So let's just update that scene and say that's going to be my long section. Cross section is going to be through the front. This way. Take the section plane and move it into the model. Past the storefront. Save the scene section. Cross. Now we can clean these up. So if I, to generate a pure orthogonal view, I align view to that section, hide the visibility of the section planes, hide section fill, we still have that texture remnant in the extrusion of the floor slabs, which we can get rid of sometime later. So let's add a scene and call this section cross ortho. And let's go to the long section and create a similar condition. Align view. Hide the section planes, hide the section fill. Keep the section cut active and create a scene. Section long orthographic. We don't have any representation of the ground plane just yet. Right? But now we have some points of view that we could start to think about what we're going to do, populating this with some design ideas.